My table down here is a complete mess right now. I've been painting pretty much non-stop for the past few days. Anyway, welcome to a new studio vlog. So I thought I would film what I'm up to over the next week or so. I've got lots of little jobs to do here and there. What I need to crack on with today is going through the paintings that I've got to take with me to some art markets and craft fairs that I've got coming up. And what I am really working hard on at the moment is to have enough paintings to take with me. I do have some that I've painted in the past, and I recently went through those, and I feel like my kind of style's changed a lot since painting those. I feel like my technique's improved, and yeah, my style's just generally changed. So a lot of them I don't really want to take with me, which is why I've been having to paint so much. But yeah, I'm just going to go through now and just see what paintings I have, and I have a wall easel system here in my studio, so I'm going to put them all up on there. So if you don't order a frame, then you have the option of having your painting on deep edge canvas like this. And if you did order a frame, it has to be on more of the thin edge canvas. These are easier to pop into the float frames that I have. So yeah, I'm going to take a variety of both, and also a variety of different sizes. So yeah, let's have a look at what I've got. So I think these are the ones that I'm going to be taking. So I've got my Basset Hound, Golden Retriever, still need to finish that one. Boxer, still need to finish that one as well. Boston Terrier, Dalmatian, Malinois, and I'm working on this one still, the Doberman. So what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 at the moment. And this one is a prime example of when I say my style's changed. So I still really like it, but I painted it probably 4 years ago now. I really do love the colours, but I'm kind of on the fence about whether I'm going to take that one. I've printed out a couple more reference photos that I'm going to make paintings from. A English Bulldog and a Spaniel. I use Unsplash for my reference images because they're all royalty free and they just have a really great selection on there. And I'm also working on a new greeting card design. It's a super cute reference image of a little Chihuahua with a guitar. It's giving me Beyonce Texas Hold'em vibes. I'm now going to start work on a new painting, and it's going to be of a Spaniel, so I'll be using the reference photo that I just showed you, the one I got from Unsplash. The first thing I'm going to do is create some colour swatches. I thought it would be useful to show you how I do this. Brown is a neutral colour, but I want to use colourful browns in my painting. So I'm going to do some swatches of some warm browns and some cool browns. I'll be doing a red, yellow and orange brown, and also a blue, purple and green brown. And I'm going to use burnt umber as my base colour. So burnt umber is more of an orangey brown, so it's quite warm toned already. And I'm just going to mix those different colours into this. So for example, to make my red brown, I'll add a touch of cadmium red, and to make my yellow brown, I'll add a touch of either primary yellow or cadmium yellow. I will write down the exact name of the colour that I use under the swatch. The brown that I just used as my base brown was burnt umber. As I mentioned, this is a warmer toned brown. It has a touch of orange in it. So I'm now going to repeat the same exercise and do colour swatches using a different brown, and this one's called raw umber. This is slightly more neutral than burnt umber, so it's just going to be interesting to see the different colours that I can achieve. If you are painting an all brown animal, I would highly recommend doing this. It's just a really good exercise to see how many different colours you can get. So these are all my warms. I've got my warms with using my raw umber as my brown, and then warms using the burnt umber as my brown. For the painting that I'm going to do, raw umber is a good choice. I think when it comes to mixing the cooler colours, using the burnt umber, it's a bit dark. So if you look here, mixing a blue brown, I kind of feel like these are almost black, and with the raw umber you get a nicer bluer brown. I thought it was worthwhile mentioning that for my colour swatches I have used brown as my kind of base colour and then added colours into it to make the colours warmer or cooler, but you can also mix your own browns by using a primary and a secondary colour. So for example, you could mix blue and orange, or you could mix red and green, and they would make browns as well. And to make them warmer or cooler, you just obviously add a touch more of the warm or cool colour. So for example, if you're mixing a blue orange brown, just add a little bit more orange in to make it warmer. So that is another way that you could also mix browns. There's so many different options. So I'm gonna start work now on my Spaniel painting, and I've spent a bit of time studying my reference image just to work out where I'm gonna put my cool and warm browns. First thing you want to think about is where the light's coming from, and if the light on your animal is warm or cool. And I feel like the light is warmer, and I've come to that conclusion because if you look in this shadow area here, this is the main shadow area, I can definitely see some cool purples coming through, which means that my areas in light are going to be slightly warmer. I've written down here my warm light is going to be my red and orange browns, and that's going to obviously be this area around here. I'm guessing that the light is coming from this direction, and in the shadows I've got some purple browns here, as I said, and on this side I can see a lot more greener browns as well. So this is obviously the main shadow area, and then I'm going to have a secondary shadow area here with some cooler green browns. This is the progress. It's not looking great at the moment. This always happens at this stage. The first layers always look, I don't want to say crap, but if you're using acrylic paints too, don't be disheartened by the initial layers, because it always, well, not always, but most of the time it's going to look pretty crap at this stage. But for me, it's all about just setting down those initial values. I'm happy with it as it is. Now I'm going to give my eyes a rest from this painting and do some work on a different one. So I've just been working on my corgi painting. I finally got around to finishing it. I think it's all done now, and I've painted it onto acrylic paper in size, I think it's 20 by 20. So I'm going to photograph it up and then create a digital file that I can use to make some greeting cards, and I'll get those ordered this week. And now I'm just going to do a bit more work on my large Doberman painting for scale. There's my hand. So yeah, it'll be the biggest pet portrait I've done, and I'm just going to crack on with that for a couple of hours. Okay, the shelf is up and I love it. They're an absolute bargain. They're only £8 from Homebase, so I'm going to get another one to go here and one to go here. So 3 going down. Please excuse those cobwebs. I'm going to zap those in a second. So I have been wanting to put up shelves for ages now because I've got all these bits under here that I want to display. So I've got little postcards. I think these ones are from the National Gallery. I've got quite a few of them and I just wanted to display them around my room. And I've also got some paintings that I've done that I also wanted to put up. Yeah, I've got more frames and loads of paintings and things down here, so I'll just go through them all and see which ones I want to display. I've definitely got too much on that one shelf, but you kind of get the idea, and I can't wait to get the other two. It's going to look so nice. I'll probably get some trailing ivy as well to go down and a couple of fairy lights. Yeah, I just love the idea of making it like a nice sanctuary in here, just filled with stuff that I love, paintings I love, and all my arts and crafts stuff. So I'm just looking forward to making it really, really nice. I'm tempted to get a rug as well. I saw a jute rug in Homebase as well. It was £60 and it probably will get covered in paint. So it's just whether I want to spend that money on it when I don't really need it and it's going to get ruined. I've just put this one up as well. It's one of my all-time favourite paintings. It was displayed downstairs in the hallway, but we kind of thought it wasn't the place for it, so I've moved it up here. My 2-year-old drew pen on it. Luckily it's only a cheapo print from eBay, but I just love the painting so much. I've popped the Spaniel down there. I've actually got quite a big collection now, and I really need to just finish a lot of them off. Ones like this where I just not painted the sides, and this one's not quite finished yet. So I'm going to work on that for the rest of the afternoon, just going through them and making sure that the ones that I have are, well, making a start on finishing them off. This one's nearly finished. I just want to do a bit more work to the background areas and some of this body area here as well. I don't want to do too much because I do like to leave these areas around the neck fairly kind of loose, so that more of your attention is drawn to the face area. Portrait of Rusty, the boxer dog. So it was a greeny colour, and it just wasn't working, I don't think. So I've changed it to this bluey background, and I think it looks so much better. I really, really love it. As per usual, I've left the edges till last, the dreaded edges. So I'm just going to do those now. And then I've got a black float frame to pop him into. I don't know if it'll look better in a natural or a white. I'm just going to check now and see what would look better. So this is the black. As I said, I've already got in the right size. I think that looks really nice actually. Quite sleek. And where is, so I've not got the natural wood or white in the right size, but just kind of get a feel for what it looks like by using what I've got, and then I can always order one. So that would be the natural wood. Actually, I think that might look better. That goes really nicely with the blue. And then I've also got the option of white. Let me grab, oh, it's over there, hold on. Okay, let's just swap it out for white. And that would be white. Oh, that is a really tough decision. I think white looks really nice as well. Thinking now either white or natural. Let me know if you have a preference. Anyways, I'm going to do the edges now, so that's finished. My last job for this video is going to be packaging up some of my doggy bookmarks. For one of the events that I'm doing in the summer, some of the stall holders have been asked if they'd like to supply some products for goodie bags. So I'm going to give 25 of my bookmarks, and along with this I'm going to put in the same amount of the flyers. So I'm just packaging up those now, and I'll pop them in the post tomorrow. If you've made it to this point in the video, then thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and please consider liking the video and subscribing, as it really, really helps me out. And I'm looking forward to seeing you in my next one. Bye bye.